Hello, I'm Kate Feeks. Welcome to this edition of Medina County Court News. On Thursday, February 16, 2012, Mr. Stephen C. Schreier of 44 of Medina, Ohio, appeared in court with his attorney, Mr. Kenneth Stadehar, on a charge of attempted domestic violence. Here is Judge Kimbler imposing sentence in Mr. Schreier's case.
Call case number 11CR0440, State of Ohio versus Stephen Schreier. Let the record reflect that Attorney Stadehar is here representing defendant Schreier, and State of Ohio is represented by Attorney Matthew Rizzavi. He is here on attempted domestic violence in violation of 292302A with 2919.25A, and this is a felony of the fifth degree. Any further from the State of Ohio?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Stadehar.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Your Honor, I'd like to point out that there's a subsequent charge to this action for violation of a protection order stemming or pending out of, was pending out of Medina Municipal Court. That charge has subsequently been dismissed. I'm the attorney of record on that case as well. Not only that, to take it a step further, not only was the charge dismissed against Steve, but Lisa Schreier, who filed that charge, was charged herself with falsifying the police report stemming from that incident. To point out some things in the PSI, Your Honor, the drug test did return negative. Steve was offered an attempted charge or a reduced charge in this matter to attempt. I believe based on the facts taken at the time of the incident, as well as the evidence such as photographs and such, that this charge is more closely aligned with what actually took place on the day in question.
Your Honor, I don't want to interrupt Mr. Stadehar, but he just said why we reduced the charge. That's not why we did it. We reduced it because of the subsequent issue we talked about in Medina Municipal Court and the charges. Not because of the nature of this conduct, but I appreciate it.
No.
Thank you.
I got it. Your Honor, I would also point out that Steve has in fact been sober since July 30th of 2011. Drugs had played a big part in his life in the past, but he now has approximately 7 months of sobriety under his belt. He's maintaining that by going to weekly counseling treatments with Barb Gardner through Solutions. I do have a letter from Ms. Gardner, if the court would like to see it, establishing that he has been in fact attending those sessions.
I have no reason to disbelieve what you're telling me about that.
Your Honor, he is currently employed. He's current on child support obligations. If you were to look at his criminal history, while it is quite extensive, I believe you'll see that there are no felony convictions since the late 90s, 1998 being his last felony conviction. So he has maintained a better life than he was living over the past 12 years. Your Honor, I would ask, I know that he's a high-risk offender, but during the pendency of this case, he has not picked up any additional charges. He did take the initiative to file for divorce from the victim in this case. So I think he's doing a lot of things to try to remove himself from that situation and improve his life. And again, he's set a track record here since this case was initiated to where I think he would be a good candidate for non-residential community control.
Anything further from Mr. Sheriff?
Yes, Your Honor. I realize the night that this incident happened, things were handled not properly. Things could have been handled a little bit differently, and I was wrong for that part. Under the circumstances, I was trying to protect my son at the time. There was an altercation between my wife and my son, and they were fighting, and they were hitting each other, and I broke them up. Other than that, I did, make some mistakes. I should have handled things differently. I apologize for that. Like my attorney said, my past is pretty lengthy of a lot of different things. But for the last 14 years, I have changed my life around. I have made a few mistakes. I got involved with a few wrong people, and I have turned my life around. I have been staying away from the victim, and I have been the one that has filed for the divorce. And I can guarantee, and I promise, that you'll never see me in this courtroom ever again.
Okay. Court's gonna put him on residential community control sanctions of 180 days in the county jail for review at 90 days, with credit for 1 day served. When he gets out, he'll be on ISP supervision for 5 years. He's to have no contact with the victim, Lisa Schreier, subject to any order regarding visitation by the domestic relations court. If he gets out early, he will serve 90 days in home arrest. He will make best efforts to obtain and maintain gainful, verifiable employment. He will obtain a drug alcohol assessment and follow all treatment recommendations. He will not possess or consume alcohol. He will complete the violence prevention program for alternative paths. He will submit to random and regular drug testing, alcohol testing, be arrested on first positive finding. Court costs are waived. There's a monthly community control sanction fee once released from prison. If he violates, he's looking at 1 year in prison minus whatever time he serves in jail. So, gonna take you to jail, gonna see how you do there, gonna review you at 90 days. If at 90 days you haven't got any trouble in the jail, I'll release you into home arrest. At that point, we'll pick up the charge for that. You'll be responsible for a $25 fee. After that, you gotta do the programs I ordered. If you don't do it, you're looking at a year in prison, minus whatever time you serve in jail. You got me?
Yes, I do, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, so as conditions, Ms. Conley is...